So today we'll take a look at a new synthesizer module very much inspired by the Roland TB-303 bass synthesizer. It actually has two synths in one module, its own sequencer, and it can take care of all your acid needs, and it comes with an expander and a mono synth module. So let's start with the basics. So this is Twin Slide. As I mentioned, it comes with its own built-in sequencer that's very much inspired by the impromptu phrase sequencer. Right, so if you know the phrase sequencer, you will feel very much at home. Now the Twin Slide sequencer has a few more features like accents, for example, and even tree conditions. Right, if I right click this, I can choose different conditions per step. And we can even randomize it to get directly 303 style sequences. So in the right click menu under randomize track, we can choose the scale. I will go with harmonic minor in this case. We can also choose the probability of different parameters that will be chosen or changed when we randomize things. We can even disable things on the panel. Right, so for example, I can disable the randomization of tree conditions just by clicking this text here, and maybe also of the probability. And then either we can randomize it again from the right click menu, or we can use this button here, this randomization. Right, and now we get a sequence. Let me run this. Right, so we get a sequence in this case also with the portamento. Now let's transpose this down by 2 octaves. I just click the transpose button and then I can go 24 semitones down. Right, so we have something a bit more bassy. Now of course we have different controls for the synth, so we can change, for example, the waveform from saw to square. Right, we have drive, we have of course a filter with resonance. Right, now we might lose here a bit of the bass, but again in the right click menu under expert mode you have this for both synths. We have different options that you can choose and also bass compensation. Right, amount of envelope modulation, decay time, accent level. Right, and again we have two synths in one module. So something we can do, for example, we can copy this sequence. Here we have the copy paste section. So I go to T, which means track, it will copy the whole track. I click copy, I go to the second track here, to the second synth, and paste it. Right, so now we have the same sequence. Let me bring it in. But this one I will transpose an octave up, so 12 semitones up. Right, and of course also here we have the different options. Right, maybe something like this. So we have another layer. By the way, we also have here micro tuning, so you can go note by note, right, and tune it as you wish, or you can choose from different temperaments here. So if you're into micro tuning, you can also use this here. Right, but now we have another layer, so we have two synths playing the same sequence, but they sound a bit differently. I will just add some delay. I have here echo. Right, I have of course some drums. I have here octave from Nano being sequenced by the trick sequencer here and with the clock. Let me just reset everything. Right, and then I'm sending also a copy to the chorus from Flag and some distortion. Right, now of course we can use twin slide also for melodies, not just for bass. So here I have two different sequences on A and B, you can see this here. Right, and I'm cross-fading between them with the two outputs. Right, again going through some delay. Now we also have an expander module, and you just place it on the right of the main module. Right, have a look here. When you place it correctly, two yellow lights will turn on. Right, which means that it's now connected. And with the expander, we can first of all sequence both voices externally. So if you have a different sequencer you like, you can use it instead of the built-in sequencer. For example, here I have slips, which you know I really like. So I can use this to sequence the pitch of voice A. Right, here we have A, here we have B. Right, so this will sequence the pitch and also will gate it. Right, and of course we still have control over the sound here, and I can even use the modulation sequence to sequence the filter. Right, so already with the expander you can sequence both synthesizers externally. I have here some effects. I have a chorus, phaser, and a delay. Right, now the expander also allows us to use the sequencer to sequence external voices. So here I have keycall going through the nitrous acid filter, and I'm using the A row or A track to sequence it, right, with slide and everything. By the way, I'm using here song mode, so I have three different sequences set up, and I'm chaining them sequence 1, 2, 1, 3, right? So I'm using song mode to create a longer sequence, a longer variation. So again, with the expander I can also sequence external voices. I have here also interzone that I'm also using track B to sequence. Another module we get in this collection is the mono slide, which is a full synth voice. This is the voice actually from the twin slide module, but here you get a bit more control. So I have here the Bordel sequencer from Bido, so I can use the gates to gate mono slide, use the pitch, even use velocity for accents. Right, and of course we get all the different controls, so filter, change the waveform, drive, accents, resonance. Right, I can add even a random modulation here that I have to modulate the filter. Right, I will add some delay to this. I have this voice going through a high pass filter and then to the delay. I have another example here. I have a few random sources with a random loops module from Secotcell. Right, sequencing pitch and modulation, you see filter, envelope, decay modulation. This is going through a bandpass filter and again some delay. Of course, I have also some drums. So I have here drums from 4MS, I have a kick. And I have a few more percussion with hi-hat, clap and maracas. And that's it for today. I hope you will go and explore these modules. Thanks again for the developer for letting us enjoy them for free. Cheers.